It just takes one simple drawing to show how incompetent Marvel is when it comes to characters like Captain America. This one's really hit on me for a long time, but I didn't really know how to couch it to make a video about it until I saw this drawing, because this guy really did a wonderful job showing Trump in the iconic pose with, of course, Nick Fury and Captain Marvel and Captain America and Sam Wilson surrounding him, defending him like the Secret Service agents, fight, fight, fight. That's what America's all about. And if Marvel understood things at all, they'd know that Captain America would be a very, very conservative character who would probably be in support of Donald Trump, but they just can't do it. They don't have any patriots at the company. They don't have anybody who's conservative working at the company. It's been that way for decades. You get blacklisted, you get maligned, you get run out of the industry if you don't have the right thinking about their crazy identity politics over there. And that's why they can't write Captain America. That's why there's not been a good Captain America story since Ed Brubaker's Civil War, because they just can't do it. It's undoable in today's climate. It's really, really sad. We'll get into this in just a moment. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here. This is my Fandom Pulse Substack, where I'm writing up the most important things happening in the comic industry and comic news. So make sure to subscribe and sign up there. I am a comic creator myself and a patriot, my friends, and I have a beautiful book for you. It's called The Emerald Array. These are patriotic Space Marines who are fighting on behalf of the Terran Imperium, just crushing it. We're almost to $15,000 thanks to readers like you. This got banned on Kickstarter because they don't like my commentary here on YouTube. I am 100% banned there. They will not allow me to sell my books on Kickstarter. The mainstream industry knows that I'm a threat because I actually write characters that people want to read. Imagine that. And so they want to try to hurt my business as much as possible. That's why we went over to Fund My Comic, where it's a beautiful website, free speech place, good patriots who run that over there too. And I'm going to be running my campaigns there going forward. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And we're not novices here. If you're new to the channel, this is like my 13th graphic novel. I deliver. I literally am like the model Kickstarter creator. It's pretty funny. But yes, check this out. 66-page graphic novel, all male Space Marine team, no female Space Marines. We are just doing things really, really awesome. They're fighting against the Xenos. You're going to love this if you love classic comics, science fiction, Star Wars, Warhammer 40K. This is for you. And thank you guys so much for checking out our book. So yes, I saw this this awesome image, and I'll show you the whole sketch cover the guy did here on a Captain America, just blank cover. Cool stuff. Like I said, he's got all of them right there. Defending Donald Trump. This is exactly what you would expect in a Captain America book. And you'd expect something like this anyway. If Kamala got elected, you know that they'd have comic book covers featuring Kamala and all the Marvel characters together going, oh yeah, this is historic. Finally, a black female president. They did it with Obama, after all. I got to remind you that not only did they put Obama on a cover, they had Obama team up with Spider-Man in a story saying, thanks, partner. That's how much they virtue signaled in 2008. But they don't do it equally. They don't just celebrate things happening and being positive in election. We know that the Marvel Comics artists and writers all flipped out, left Twitter because, oh my gosh, Elon's a bad person now. We're going to blue sky. And that they can't even. There's nobody at Marvel Comics who's an open conservative because you get blacklisted from the industry. And this is why they've lost so much of their base. They've turned off half the potential audience out there who might want to read action-adventure comics. And as, men are the primary demographic for comic books, it's actually more than half. And because they've tried to court this, quote, modern audience this entire time. And they've done it with Captain America for years, if you don't remember. The infamous Captain America saying, Hail Hydra, the last time Donald Trump got into office. They flipped out and turned Captain America into a bad person because America's bad now. Oh, that was stunning and brave, Nick Spencer and Marvel Comics. You could do that sort of thing then, couldn't you? And of course, it just went terribly. Mark Waid eventually took over the book. Mark Waid had Cap fighting people that were, it was an obvious stand-in for Trump rallies, but they were literal Nazis in America now. And guess what? That's exactly what J. Michael Straczynski did. He did this storyline to open up his new book. This is the current run of Captain America, where there's this rally in an arena that's reminiscent, the same story, the same hate we had heard many times before. You see how they liken that to 1938 and Nazis, right? That's exactly what they do every single time. That's all they can think about. It's Donald Trump is bad person. And this is why they can't write Captain America. Like I said, Captain America is inherently a conservative character. He came out of World War II. He came out of patriotism. He came out of defending America from enemies abroad and domestic. And he went out there and he fought the enemies of America. And of course, the enemies of America now are the leftists, the communists who want to tear down America, want to turn it into something different. And they can't. That's exactly why they can't write Steve Rogers authentically whatsoever at this point. It would be very, very easy to do. You can take a character, make it patriotic. You can even kind of make it apolitical by just having him work against Muslim extremists or work on something else or against the fentanyl dealers out there that are pouring into America. Very, very easy to do, but of course there's no way that modern Marvel Comics is going to do this kind of thing. Well, the internet went very, very crazy over this. This is Pak Kwan, the artist who did it, and I'd love to just give him a little shout out right here. He is on X. And this seems to be where he's got some attention. And only 495 followers for this. He said, fight. I wanted to do this since the day of the assassination attempt when I was in Hong Kong. I heard some of you might not like the idea of it, but it is what it is. Wanted to make my art and be happy. Imagine that. He wanted to make his art and be happy. And he's probably blacklisted from the comic book industry forever for this. I mean, that's the sad part. But he does make independent comics. He does, as he says, he's got different things, prints and T-shirts, and different Captain America pieces as prints if you do want to support him on that level. He does have a comic book that he did called Elixir and Ocean Smoke, and I have reached out to him asking him, how do we support your actual comics? And he says he'll get back to me. He's actually on vacation right now. But I did want to highlight him on X here. It's Pak Kwan Art, if anybody does want to give him a follow, because he did great work here. Now, the responses were pretty epic. And, of course, as much as he said that some people might not like it, I think all those people already left a Blue Sky. And here it is. The Captain Marvel protecting Trump alone will send the shitlibs into a frenzy. Absolutely. No way in hell current year Marvel would approve this, but I'm glad it was made regardless. And that's the sad thing. Like I said, they've done it in the past. They've done it with presidents in the past. And the only person who doesn't get this sort of treatment is Donald Trump. And why is that? If it's good one way, it should be good the other way too. But you will not see this coming from CB Cebulski. You won't see this coming from Marvel Comics. It's really, really sad. And it just goes to show what could have been. True art, somebody else says, look at this. All the angry leftists that left Twitter for Blue Sky are seething over this, and the fact that they can't say anything about it, absolutely true. Waiting for CBM Twitter to discover this and mauled about it. If Marvel Comics wasn't run by activists, yeah, that's right. I think it kicks ass, somebody said. I like this bigly. And you can see, spectacular art, no way Marvel would make you an official variant of this. And that's the thing. Most people are just critical of Marvel Comics. And Marvel, hey, this is what you should actually look at. Everybody's saying, hey, this is cool. This should be a variant cover of some sort. No way Marvel would do it. They're criticizing you, Marvel, because they know that you are hyper-political in the leftist ideology and that people are sick of it. And you know what? If you wanted to reach out to your customer base that you lost over the last 10 years, this might be a great way to do so. I mean, Pak Kwan is obviously a minority name, so why don't you go be diverse and inclusive and hire this guy to do an official variant of this because, you might actually build some bridges for once instead of tearing down your industry. But we know they won't do that. We know exactly who Marvel Comics are and what those people stand for. They stand for hate. They stand for bigotry. They stand for anti-Christianity, anti-conservatism, and anti-America. And that's why you'll never see a good Captain America comic out of them ever again. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button, my friends. And for a great patriotic comic, these are great patriot characters. They're war heroes in space. You're going to love this, guys. Get us to 15,000 today. It's in the description below. Really appreciate all your support. And, of course, support indie comics, my friends. We'll be back soon.